The Fantasy Footballer Studio is sponsored by Walmart. Welcome to the Fantasy Footballers Podcast with your hosts, Andy Holloway, Jason Moore, and Mike Wright.
Oh, welcome in. Monday, September 22nd, the Fantasy Footballers Podcast. Thank you for joining us. Week 3 nearly in the books. We've got a very fun Monday Night Football game still, but we have many games and many injuries to react to. We had been spared catastrophe in Week 1. Got a little bit more injured in Week 2. Got real injured in Week 3.
Week 3 got us.
And, we're talking season deletion stuff. So we'll talk about that, give you our reactions. We'll get through the NFL news we got to cover. Studs and duds on today's show. Mike in a perfect
I'm very matched blue
perfect,
today.
Yeah, I was going to say like a teal.
Teal?
I
Is
haven't
that
got
teal?
my
I think
shoes,
that's teal.
man. Look at this.
It's aqua.
I don't know what's going on
shoes.
today. Very.
Hyper match.
I am.
Why don't you
I'm
have
a little
the teal-
disappointed that your pants are
Yeah,
gray.
yep, me too.
I'll work on it.
Yeah.
You could have gone.
Bring
like,
me some teal
You
paint.
could have looked like Calais Campbell in the All Reds yesterday. Giant beast of a man. We were watching the end of that Cardinal 49er catastrophe of a game.
Oh, man, that was such a bad game. Oh.
I mean, we knew and predicted what was going to happen, like from the safety.
Here's what was funny for me. So I had to leave. My children were in a show. We're at the end of the afternoon games.
Yep.
And I leave right before the end. So I'm trying to track it on my phone. I sit down. The show is about to start. And I'm like, oh, the Cardinals are clearly going to lose. And then I see they get a safety on Mac Jones with 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
We're going to get the ball. We have the lead. I was like,
That's
oh
what
my
I-
gosh, we're going to win. I can't believe that. And then the show starts. And that was all I knew. And then afterwards, the show is over. And I'm like, of course we lost. I don't know how, but of course we lost.
It was funny because when the Cardinals got the safety, that's when I knew we'd lose.
Correct.
Because if the game if they had not scored there, they're aggressive on offense to go win the game. But because they got 2 points, which is not enough to surpass a field goal on the 49ers side, I knew the Cardinals would go blobfish conservative and waste their drive and give the ball back to the 49ers, who would easily get a field goal. Like, it was so predictable. And they
people are like, what is happening right now?
I know. We've said the Cardinals suck, so there's no way to hurt us.
That's
All
right.
right. We have Monday Punday submissions from the Foot Clan to react to the weekend, so we better get into those right now. Well, we had some good, Jason.
Ooh, I want to take this one.
Go for it.
Cam Scatter, boom shakalaka. Oh, baby.
Quinshon Studkins.
Yes, and J. Brown.
Hey, there he
Hey.
was. Oh, marry me, Hampton.
How about Caleb Billions?
Cortland Strutton.
Oh, yeah, he was. Oh,
Yeah.
Michael Jordan Mason.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rome Oboomze.
Keywin Allen.
Oh, the Minnesota Vikings defense.
Defense was the play of the week. How about Trace Tucker?
Oh,
Eh?
boy. Superstar. All right, we had some bad this week,
Oh.
like Chase Frown or Waste Brown.
Saquon Barkley.
How about, come on, Dre Stevenson.
Yes, or we got a lot of these. Bleak Neighbors.
Malik Nevers.
Or Malik Wavers.
Not
Yes.
that far. Not that far.
All right.
Oh,
The Silence of the Lamb.
Joe, that's
moment
mean.
of silence.
Yeah.
Whack Prescott.
Yeah.
Not his fault.
How about, why don't they play Vion Henderson?
Oh, man. Sad McConkey.
My personal favorite, Ashton Janke.
Oh, man.
Jake Frowning.
And Kyle Pitstains.
And this
Yeah.
one.
Mitsubishi Marv.
Yes.
Marvin Embarrassment.
Yes.
Meowvin Harrison
Yes.
Jr. Ain't got that
I was
dog
told
in
it
him.
was a Maserati, and we didn't get a Maserati on Sunday, and we haven't gotten a Maserati for 2 seasons.
Don't
I
want
mean,
no cats.
I'd go like Miata.
Yeah.
Miata Marv.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we could spend the entire show hating the Cardinals because it's so painful. It's and Marvin Harrison's just he's the biggest disappointment in a long time. Because when he does get opportunity, he doesn't take advantage of it. Those that didn't watch the game, he had a brutal drop, and that one's the one you're going to That's the one you're going to see. Is this brutal, wide open, probably 75-yard touchdown, no one around him, and the slow motion of him trying to catch the football goes through
Not running across the field. He kind of comes to a stop.
Yeah, he turns, and it goes through his hands, hits him in the chest, and then whoops,
boink.
Which, okay, that's terrible. But then later on, he got bailed out because they called a pass interference, but he had another chance to go up and make a meaningful play. We call these first-round pick plays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you're a seven...
I just call them NFL player plays.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be a first-round pick. There was also, I think the thing that grinded my gears the most, you pointed it out live. There was a play where Marv's coming across, and Kyler ends up scrambling towards his side and just runs, and Marv just stops. He literally he just stops on the route. He doesn't go try to block the guy that he probably could have got to give Kyler an extra yard or two. He just stands there.
We talked about this, Mike and I did. Some of the best receivers in football, what they do is when the play starts to break down, they work back to the quarterback. They get themselves. I mean, Tyreek Hill did this when Tua was running out of the pocket on Thursday. We saw Quentin Johnston do this yesterday. Every time that Herbert got out of the pocket,
Keenan does it all the time.
Keenan Allen.
Good wide receivers do it.
Yes, because they know they can find space when a play breaks down. Travis Kelce for generations has done this when they get outside the pocket. But Marvin Harrison takes a break. So we're not
get some milk.
We're not happy. So
a nice saucer, nice saucer of warm milk.
So angry,
Melvin Harrison Jr.
Can you imagine if I had made him a my guy? And,
and
bought into
meow
the
guy.
freaking.
Yes. I'll tell you what, man.
We need a yearly meow guy.
Yes, we need a meow board.
Everybody picks a meow guy.
Oh man, no
Goodness
dog in him.
Gracious. All right, let's talk news.
News and notes from around the league, presented by Progressive Insurance.
I don't know if anybody can be prouder than their own video editing work that Jason did yesterday.
Oh, I'm so proud.
But he took his shots at Marvin Harrison Jr. on Twitter.
I felt really bad too because he's still a guy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, sometimes you need to
cathartically.
Yeah, you need to get things out with jokes.
What's the last time you did video editing work, Jay?
Oh man, it's been a minute. I was like, can I do this in an iMovie? I don't know.
You're trying to figure it out.
Played around, but yeah, I think I'm up to 1.3 million views right now.
Nice.
Amazing special effects work. We have James Conner.
Hey.
Here we go. Season-ending ankle injury to James Conner. This is super unfortunate. Conner's been kind of the heartbeat of the Cardinals for a long time. Trey Benson will take over the starting running back job. DeMarcado will be the RB2. And, yeah, it sucks. He's done.
Mm-hmm. And at this is, we're going to talk about another guy here, but at this stage of the career, kind of like what we saw with Austin Eckler, you just wonder, okay, if it's season ender, Connor's under contract. He's a captain, so they'll probably give him another chance. But at the same time, this could be, the end of what you see from James Conner. You don't want to go out that way. For the other guy, Najee Harris, this is an Achilles, and he was on a 1-year deal, so that could be far, far worse. As far as an opportunity to come back, this could be the end of the career for Najee.
Yeah, for that one, I think is it's really hard to come back from an Achilles for anybody. And so for Eckler and for Najee, this late in their career, it seems very low odds that they get back to I would say major contributor for a team. It's possible they could come back. And
Najee might be
a help
back as a backup, but
CeeDee Lamb left early, ankle injury, did not return. We're seeing high ankle talk, but not, multiple weeks probably.
Yeah, this is from what I'm hearing.
Not Jerry Jones though.
Well, it is possible that he's back sooner than that.
We've brought it up in the past. High ankle sprains usually, statistically, historically, you miss 0 games or you miss 3 games. That's pretty much how it goes most of the time. That's not always, but that's what the data says. And so you're not going to go on IR. And more than likely, he's going to, miss a couple of weeks here, which sucks. And it really sucks for Dak. Personally speaking, in the league of record, I am banking on the Dak CD stack. That's what I built my team on. And now it's like,
you excited about Dak against Green Bay next week?
I am very much not excited. So now
Dak against the Jets the next week.
Now I need to look for a new quarterback, because even though it's good for fantasy utilization of George Pickens being the one for Dak isn't good enough and can cause interceptions.
And Jake Ferguson will catch 17 passes
man.
a week for
that was ridiculous.
The
most tired man on a football field I'd ever seen. And they're like, go catch more passes.
Throwing it to me.
That's so tired.
When he was standing up, that's what his face said. Is like, please stop. And they're like,
you get tackled 17 times.
Scott Sterling.
I'm gonna stop catching it. You throw it to me, I'm gonna bat it down. Don't you make me take a tackle.
Alone. Mike Evans left the game early for the Buccaneers with a hamstring injury. This has been a problem for Mike Evans throughout his career, and it seems very likely he'll miss some time.
Yeah.
It was.
They said IR stint potentially.
Oh,
I saw somebody, one of the medical guys I followed this morning. He was saying it's very possible that it's an IR.
I wouldn't be surprised at his age, his history, and the way. Like he broke on a ball and kind of non-contact. It wasn't the play where you're sprinting full speed and then all of a sudden it was immediately like, well, I'm done.
I never thought I'd say that Sterling Shepard could end up on a waiver wire show ever again, and he belongs on a waiver wire show.
Sure does.
Terry McLaurin left Sunday's game with a quad injury. I didn't even see this one. Didn't return.
Yep, we'll have to monitor, see if he's going to miss some time. Man, injuries suck.
Yeah.
Tyrone Tracy Jr. left Sunday Night Football with a right shoulder injury. He was actually running pretty well in that game, but he did not return. Mac Jones re-aggravated a PCL injury. He was the quarterback for the 49ers, leading them to the illustrious victory over the hapless Cardinals. And, Brock Purdy was questionable this past week. He could be back. We'll see. Colston Loveland injured his hip, didn't return. He had made at least one catch in that game. And then we lost 3 players to concussion: Noah Fant, Michael Mayer, Alec Pierce, who was cooking.
He was.
Yeah, he was. He was over 100 yards. And Daniel Jones, I know.
We are.
It was Tennessee again, where you go, okay, well, it's not a very good defense.
We keep making reasons why Daniel Jones's play isn't Daniel Jones.
It feels like Sam Darnold from last year, where we just need to buy in because, yes, he was good against Denver, and Denver is a great defense.
But it was at home.
Right, and 2 of them have been bad. Now he's going to go on the road to the Rams. That's not.
Dan will know for sure.
Dan will definitely know. Now it's funny because he has how many times has he thrown for 2 or more passing touchdowns on the year?
2 or more?
Man,
yeah, 2 or more.
Not this week, I don't think. Right, it was just Michael Pittman. Is it once?
The answer is never.
Oh, okay. Well,
he hasn't thrown 2 touchdowns in a game this year
because he's too busy in the Jones zone sneaking them in.
Yeah, we did.
I do not like that. We have named the 1-yard line the Jones zone. So whenever my guy Jonathan
no
Taylor
rushing touchdowns this week from Daniel Jones.
It was a great thing
for Jonathan Taylor.
Yes. Well, what else matters?
That was News and Notes sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions. All right, let's talk more positive things.
This week's Fantasy Stud Muffins, presented by Lowe's.
Top 5 scores at the quarterback position. Oh, cool. I played against this guy. Caleb Williams, number 1.
Our main 2 leagues. Andy's going against Caleb. Caleb Rome stack.
Yeah.
And in the other one, I'm going against Caleb Rome stack. We were not enjoying that game.
You know what? I don't know if anybody out there has heard anybody say this. I don't think the Cowboys are a good defense.
Really?
No, I don't. I think they're pretty bad. I'm hearing they may trade for
Micah Parsons.
Yeah. All right, Caleb Williams was number 1 on the week. Jalen Hurts was number 2. Comeback victory for the Eagles. What a
wild weekend.
What a wild weekend of it was penalty flags all over the place in the first half of those early games. And then blocked field goals and missed field goals.
Special teams
and special
overall.
teams plays. And the fact that the league has made the adjustments to the kickoff to now where players are doing things on the kickoff. It is.
I would be curious how this week stacks up in total defensive teams scoring touchdowns.
Oh, yeah, Minnesota.
I mean, there were so many teams. Carolina had
Tampa,
one.
Seattle had the special teams.
The Eagles had one.
Yeah.
It was all over the place. Crazy.
Geno Smith was number 3. Thanks, Trey Tucker. 3 touchdowns. Josh Allen, number 4. Marcus Mariota, number 5. Mariota had some juice. Caleb Williams, 19 for 28, 298, and 4. He is now he is the quarterback 2. He's the quarterback 2 on the year.
I mean, yeah, through 3 weeks, and you put up a.
I mean, but he was quarterback 9 in week 1.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It does. It juices it up. Kyle,
he's
Kyle
on pace. So he's on pace for 4,000 yards and 40 touchdowns.
Kyle, what is the Mariota stat that you were sharing about him finishing in top 12 versus Stroud?
He's been a top 10 quarterback 3 times in the last year, and he's only started 1 game.
And Stroud is 2?
Stroud has 2.
In that same time period. Cool.
That's a fun stat. You've been top 10 3 times, and you've only started a game.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So there you go. I mean, another player to mention, like Drake May's still inside the top 10 on the year, 28 for 37, 268 and 2 against Pittsburgh. Undone by the fumble universe that happened over there.
I would say
but quarterback 4 and quarterback 6 the last 2 weeks.
Switching back to Caleb just real quick is, I mean, QB 9 against Minnesota in week 1. That's pretty great. Against the Dallas Cowboys, Russell Wilson threw for 450 yards, and Russell Wilson on Sunday night against the Kansas City Chiefs looked like a man who was daring his coaching staff to bench him.
I thought it was very ironic that they brought Jackson Dart in for 2 read options, and then they never let Jackson Dart take the read option and run, and then they brought Russell Wilson back, and then they ran a read option where Russell did take the ball and ran it for 4 yards.
It was so weird.
The read option is the choice of the quarterback. I think Dart made 2 good calls, and Russ made a bad one.
Russ is like,
it's
Russell
I got
Wilson
this.
time.
Jonathan Taylor.
Unlimited diarrhea.
I mean,
Unlimited.
he was
That
right.
guy stinks.
Like
I told you he stinks.
You got shamed last week because of Russell Wilson.
Oh, because of the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean, gross. We all thought that maybe the Giants could pull off a victory.
Honestly, they could have if they had any sort of competent quarterback play.
Running back stars this week. Jonathan Taylor, number 1 again.
Oh, so good.
Jonathan Taylor looks like the number 1 running back in football.
Yes, he does.
Jordan Mason coming in at number 2, 2 touchdowns.
Could have been even better.
That was a blowout. Omarion Hampton.
Hey,
There he is.
Hey.
22 fantasy points. Cam Scattaboo.
Oh, baby.
Despite
He's
his
so
quarterback, Cam Scattaboo just runs with a purpose. And
Since the year 2000, the list of day 3 rookie running backs who have had a game of 120-plus yards and 6-plus receptions in their first 3 starts, Cam Scattaboo just did it. I know, it's a very specific thing.
That's what I was laughing at.
And no one else has done it.
Essentially, it's just saying day 3 running backs
Doing this much this early.
in week 3.
Yeah, it's great.
Granted, it did take the injury to Tyrone Tracy. We don't know what that split would have looked like if Tracy didn't go down. Omarion Hampton had his 26 opportunities. Obviously, Najee went down there as well. We don't know the timeline for Scattaboo and the Tracy injury to see if – but the thing is sometimes when you get the opportunity and you show out, the opportunity doesn't go away. And Cam Scattaboo is a very rare – like we are – universally anti-day 3 running back picks. Like we try to pump the brakes on them and say, guys, they don't work out. Like it's like a 10% bet. Some do, but like the vast majority don't. And this was the one guy beforehand we were like, he shouldn't have been a day 3 pick. He had his last season in college was like Christian McCaffrey type numbers, and he falls to day 3, and then he just comes to the NFL and looks like this. And man, his pass blocking. He is vicious.
He's a dog.
Did you see he got that guy in the ribs and that guy went down? He was like, what just hit me? Although Judkins also had one of those. Did you see where he took out Parsons?
When he chipped him?
Yeah,
but it was more of a full forearm shoulder shimmy. Yeah. James Cook was number 5 on the week. McCaffrey, 15 more targets for the 49ers, who are running out of wideouts. Juwan Jennings did not play in this game. So he has 84 opportunities through 3 games.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna break him.
He's fine.
It does scare you. It's a weird season right now.
He's fine.
Like Ken Walker and CMC are healthy.
That's
Through
right.
3 weeks, and like you've got all the peripheral players on these teams going down. Just be careful with him. 15 targets and 17 rush attempts?
Yeah.
Well, here's the truth. He saw a rush or a rush attempt or a target on 55% of their plays. The majority of their plays was Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah. That shouldn't work that well, but it did. They're 3-0. Kyron, 20 for 94.
Super impressive. This was against the Philadelphia. I took his less on Prize Picks because going up against the Philadelphia Eagles and that front, man, 94 rushing yards against them. That's pretty impressive.
Speaking of impressive, you saw it the first week of this that he got an opportunity. Quinshon Judkins, 18 for 94 and a touchdown against Green Bay's defensive front. He's up to 55% of the snaps. Go ahead. 55! And so Judkins looks like a Studkins going forward. Ken Walker, 16 for 38.
The most Ken Walker line ever.
For 2 touchdowns.
Which, I
took him more than 54 yards, and he wasn't even close.
It's just a beautiful Ken Walker stat line. That game was also super weird. I mean, he got 16 carries, so you expect more, but they know what. Like
well,
they knew what Seattle was going to do because Seattle was up a bajillion points.
Yeah, he didn't play for like the full fourth.
I was gonna say it was 21-3
in the first quarter,
with like 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, this was the let's see what the Saints do outside of being at home. Do they still play these teams close?
Nope.
No. J.K. Dobbins keeps it going, 11 for 83 and a rushing touchdown. He's been the running back 13, 15, and 10 through 3 weeks, and they've lost 2 of those games, right? So there's that, but he's playing well.
Mm-hmm.
We had, do anybody else want to talk about from the running back group?
I think it's worth mentioning the Manders running back room because that was a question going in, is like how did it work out, because you started the game with Chris Rodriguez Jr. getting everything.
Yeah, I think he got 2 full drives.
Yeah, he ended up playing 38% of the snaps, had 11 rushing attempts. Didn't do much with them, despite looking pretty good on that first drive. Bill comes in afterwards. He gets some work, Bill Krosky, and he looked pretty good. He got a touchdown, and then you still had McNichols, who worked in, and he ended up with the biggest play of the day for the Commanders. He had a 60-yard touchdown run, which was pretty crazy because he was stopped at the line like 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
They look like they gave up on that one.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Going forward,
11 opportunities for Rodriguez, just so you know. 9 for Krosky and 4 for McNichols, but the game was also out of hand after a certain point. It's a tough one. I'm not looking at McNichols as a pickup because of the play, but I would say that Chris Rodriguez, do you feel like you could play him going forward? I don't know about that. I still think Krosky's at the top of the list, but we had a backup quarterback that was running a ton of read option. Mariota was running the football a lot too. I don't know how many rush attempts he had, but I'm guessing it was more than McNichols. 6 rush attempts for 40 yards.
Yeah, Bill is definitely the one you would want the most. He still seems like the best. I think what's sad is this was his opportunity to kind of take over, and it wasn't. He didn't have a takeover. He had a split.
Yeah, he didn't even get to start the game. We were like, why is Rodriguez out there for a drive? We'll take a break. We'll talk wide receivers. All right, looking at the wide receivers, obviously Trey Tucker, always number 1.
Dude, can we bring up your dynasty?
Oh, please do.
Okay, we have to bring this up because you have literally the worst roster I've ever seen
on paper.
This is the greatest case against listening to our podcast that you could possibly make.
So Andy went into sell mode. Okay, you've got a ton of future assets. You are doing a rebuild. You were famously on this show for the last decade.
This is Kmart sell mode. This is we're bankrupt.
Yeah, you have always been in it every year, selling future assets, never having picks for multiple years out, competing every single year, and you finally said,
I've never had a losing season in that.
Yeah,
in that,
you
in that
said
league.
I'm tearing it down.
Yeah, to the nubs.
To the nubs, and by
let
nubs,
me explain some nubs.
You started.
Yeah.
You started your best lineup of Mac Jones.
Yeah.
This isn't a single quarterback league.
Yeah, Mac Jones.
Ramondre Stevenson.
Oh, fumble.
Kareem Hunt.
Touchdown.
Epic Io Manor, probably your
Touchdown.
best player. DeAndre Slayton. Darius Slayton. Hunter Henry.
Double touchdown.
Tyquan Thornton.
Touchdown.
And Trey Tucker.
1, 2, 3. Three touchdowns.
You have one of the highest scores in the league.
Yeah, 2-0.
Oh man, it just wild. Could you imagine losing to that? Sorry, Brooks.
I mean, it was Brooks, and he's like staring across.
He's playing Josh Allen and Chase Brown.
Brooks had already
Terry
moved on to
McLaurin,
week 4.
Justin Jefferson, Hubbard, Flowers just got smoked.
Team week 1 for my team, 76 points. Week 2, 61 points. Week 3, 130.
Oh man,
Trey Tucker, number 1.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Fantasy stupid. All right, number 2, Cortland Sutton back at it. Could have had more.
Yeah.
But 20 points, we'll take it. A.J. Brown, hey, you play football.
and he looked strong. I mean, he had a lot of
he
plays
looked good.
where
So
I still don't like the Eagles' offense.
This is what I wanted to talk about. Let's talk about that for a second, because this was the product of being down 26-7 or whatever the score was in that game. They were getting boat raced. It showed that they have the capacity.
Yeah, because they got talented players. A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith are awesome wide receivers.
And
Not good.
Devontae Smith was 8 for 60 and a touchdown. A.J. Brown was 6 for 109 and a touchdown. This was classic offense.
If they need them, those guys can go ham. I still don't like the system, but sometimes if your players are just good enough, whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, just go make a play. Play backyard ball, and A.J. Brown catches, a 10-yard pass and then is like, you know how much stronger I am than you? You lay down, I'm going to run over you and keep picking up yards, and nobody can tackle me.
I mean, Tampa, Denver, New York, all three of them have pretty good run defenses. So maybe things will brighten up, and this will be more permanent. Garrett Wilson, 19.4, despite the backup quarterback situation there with Tyrod Taylor, and they almost stole that game. But, they didn't. Although that dance.
Oh, man. Shout out. Aaron Glenn, you had one of the coolest, I don't know if cool is the right word.
Overreactions ever.
Yeah.
That was not an overreaction for the moment.
You got to look up the Aaron Glenn
There's a reason why
celebration dance on the sideline when his team looked like it was going to win the game on the blocked kick touchdown.
First-year head coaches do that. Veteran head coaches would never do that because they didn't mean you won the game. And then you just went and lost the game.
Yeah, you didn't win.
Andy Reid ain't doing that on a touchdown with 3 minutes left in the game.
Andy Reid's not doing that ever.
It was awesome, though. Garrett Wilson, Nico Collins, nice to see.
Andy Reid don't have those moves.
Yeah.
I mean, I made a lot of offers for Nico. I made a lot of offers for Brown and those type of situations where after the first 2 weeks you're like, hey, we already know this is a proven commodity. So, yeah, Aaron Glenn, if you want to go watch.
It's amazing.
Yeah, we'll retweet the dance. It's the dance of a loser, though.
Oh, it is. I mean
it's the dance. It looks dumb when you lose.
Man, it's so good though.
All right, we had Nico. We talked about
under 2 minutes left.
Yeah, but it was so. I mean, it only put you needed a field goal. We all knew what was going to happen. It was obvious. It was cool, but I'm just saying, as a head coach, I don't know. Luther Burden, 3 for 101. He'll be very unpredictable, but he will have games like this. That's what I think the story is with him. Roma Dunze, start of the week, 3 for 62 and a touchdown.
That's really it?
Yeah. He just missed a second touchdown, but only 3 catches. Yeah, you're right, Mike. It's interesting.
Where is he on the season? He's got to be close to number 1.
Yeah, he's like wide receiver 2 or something.
Let me see. Yep, he's
check.
wide receiver 2 behind Puka Nacua, who has 300 receptions.
You know who the wide receiver 4 is?
I do because I'm looking at it.
Jackson Smith and Jigbus, 5 for 96 and a touchdown in like half a game.
I have a different scoring format.
Where's JSN on the one that you're seeing?
5. Quentin Johnston.
Oh,
is ahead of
huge.
him.
Yeah, I'm looking at the player profile, so I'm not sure what the differential is there. Puka, 11 for 112. Ho-hum. Easy stuff for him. Jason's start of the week, Michael Pittman Jr.
Yes.
We built this city.
Yes.
6 for 73 and a touchdown. It was all Alec Pierce and Josh Downs early, and then all of a sudden it was all Michael Pittman. 6 for 73.
It's amazing.
Touchdown in 2 of 3 weeks.
It's amazing what a bad quarterback can do to good players and your opinion of good players.
There's a tier of wide receivers, Pittman, probably McLaurin, that, you're not quite Chase Jefferson.
Yeah, and
so you really, it sounds the dumbest thing. You need a quarterback. Malik Neighbors needs a quarterback, right?
Yeah. Jamar Chase needs a quarterback too.
Jamar Chase does too. Yeah, it's just like yesterday there was nothing Malik Neighbors could have done.
But
nothing.
It's like Michael Pittman. Michael Pittman's not an elite player. He is a very good wide receiver. He's getting it done. And like Jonathan Taylor had, we kind of started turning our opinion later in the draft season on the show, but it's like Taylor had been. I feel like the public opinion on Taylor had turned.
He was a former number one overall running back.
Yeah, and kept getting hurt, and it was
pick.
Like this offense is going to be doo doo, and betting that the offense was going to be this, I would have been a crazy person's tale before the season started. But here we are, and Jonathan Taylor looks incredible.
Well, the nice thing is Jonathan Taylor's also getting some work. Not heavy, not Christian McCaffrey level numbers, but he's getting 3 targets a game.
Yeah,
and that's you just get him a couple of those in space.
Let me tell you some numbers here because we got a stud, but it gets mixed with a dud here. Keenan Allen, wide receiver 11, wide receiver 20, wide receiver 12.
He's the best friend.
Ladd McConkey, wide receiver 25, 55, 47.
Yeah.
So when they got Ladd McConkey, he was brought in to be their Keenan Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Then they got their Keenan Allen back. And now, if you're staring down McConkey versus Allen rest of season,
it's a fair debate. I think that they are in the exact same tier, and I would start them both every week. I don't think that it's going to be Keenan at the end of the year with 17 touchdowns and Ladd with none. Keenan's the only player through 3 weeks who has a touchdown in each week. That's not going to just continue happening, but they are both quality wide receivers who will. This is in the draft season. I was talking about like my biggest issue with Ladd where he was being drafted was, of course, Keenan's going to come in here and eat some of that volume, but Ladd still looks great. I don't think that. He has been a disappointment, obviously, for fantasy. Statistics at the end of the game haven't
and the targets,
given you what you drafted.
They're not close on the targets right now.
What's the Ladd targets at?
I'm looking at season pace, 160 to 119. So it is. It's not like a red alert. I agree with you. It's not a red alert on Ladd, but it's a. This was the fear.
Mm-hmm.
It's a you need to adjust the tier for Ladd McConkey.
Right. Yeah. For both of these guys, Keenan was so obviously underdrafted. This was, my favorite value in the draft. He was because he basically wasn't on a roster through training camp. His ADP was criminally wrong, and Ladd was overdrafted. But they're both good players.
I think
they need fewer third downs because that's Keenan's down.
Here's the problem though too, and we need to bring this up in the context of it. Is Quentin Johnston.
Yeah.
Quentin Johnston is on pace for 136 targets. That puts Ladd third among the wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Quentin Johnston, 3 straight wide receiver 24 or better weeks. Keenan, 3 straight wide receiver 24 or better weeks. Ladd, 0 of them. 0. You don't need Ladd the way you did last year.
What was Ladd's yardage?
It's
yesterday?
40.
40?
And the week before was 48.
Yeah. I'm just saying, Keenan's in the 60s all 3 weeks.
I would try to trade Ladd. That's what I would do. I'm not. This is not the A.J. Brown, Nico Collins situation. This is Ladd's a great player, but Ladd is not Chase Jefferson, Nico Brown. His physical attributes are possession oriented. He can have 7 catches for 40 yards. Like that's kind of what he does.
He could have 12 catches for 125 yards if they need him. And
right now they don't.
Exactly.
Yeah, and Hampton can catch the football. I don't know. I just think that my view of, like, if you had to rank Ladd rest of the season wide receiver-wise, it's like 25 for me.
Yeah, that's right. That was like the number in my head.
Yeah, and it's like that's a big tier change. And you can still – I think you can get better than wide receiver 25 value in a trade right now.
Yeah,
because of the name and the pedigree and the draft position.
Yeah, it's really a matter of value. If you're
You want
viewing
Debo?
him,
You want Debo or Ladd?
I'd rather have Ladd.
I'd rather have Ladd.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, McLaurin's banged up, and obviously Debo, 2 good weeks, and then this last week wasn't as good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I don't like Debo, but I still do like Ladd. This is a matter of value, and I think if you're viewing him about the wide receiver 25, that's
Would you rather have Pickens or Ladd?
Well,
Ooh.
now Pickens.
Yeah, with the CD injury, probably Pickens.
Would you rather have Quentin Johnston or Ladd?
Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah,
And it's Quentin Johnston.
He's going to score more touchdowns.
Yes.
He looks great.
He'll have more winning weeks.
That's crazy, though.
That is crazy.
3 weeks in to say that sentence.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We watch and we learn.
Yep.
George Pickens had a
And
good week.
I would imagine if you're trading
Yeah, Josh said
Ladd
Josh said he barfed a little.
for
Do you barf a little? You got
it-
Ladd someplace?
Yeah, that is gross,
you
man.
would have to. You could probably in a lot of leagues trade Ladd for Huge plus. You know, it's like just on the draft day value.
Maybe.
Huge looks great,
He does. Something happened.
and they're throwing the ball like crazy still.
Yep.
All right.
Well, don't forget about Ricky Pearsall.
Yes,
with
your
his
start of the week,
8 for 117 and a catch off of his face.
which Mike looks very highly upon.
It was just people haven't seen the play.
It's a 4th down play. The Cardinals suck, and yeah, he's good.
It's such a funny play because the ball is perfect. It's so perfectly thrown that it hits Pearsall over the shoulder right in the face because he didn't get his hands up, but then he catches it.
Did you see Mac Jones's comments about his interception? Because we already have the Mac Jones comment about like most guys would have gotten surgery, but I didn't. This comment was like, "Hey, I threw it right at him. It's not like he made a good play or anything." That's what he said. He's like, it's not like he did anything good.
He's trying to take the play away.
Yes,
from
he did try to take
it. wasn't even very good.
Actually, he gave himself a compliment. He goes, "Look, I actually ripped it." He's like, "I ripped it." He's like, you know,
Did you see the
Quarterbacks
velocity?
need confidence.
Dude, Mac Jones is a character.
he is funny. All right, tight ends. I mean, just look
Of
at my
course,
dynasty
of
team. Hunter
course.
Henry, 25 fantasy points, 2 touchdowns. Looked great. And, you know, you're talking about a new head coach, new offense. Hunter Henry could be more here to stay than we, Booty and
We'll
Diggs.
see.
I mean, what did Diggs do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Diggs had, he was going up in the first 2 weeks, then it was just 3 catches.
If I can give you a tight end with 125 target pace, would you take that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Hunter Henry right now. Dalton Kincaid, 5 for 66 and a touchdown on Thursday. Jake Ferguson, 14 targets,
Yeah.
13 catches. Should be super essential. The last 2 weeks, just for the fun of it, on pace for 221 targets.
That's
12
right.
targets and 14 targets, and they don't have other players to throw to.
And you know what? One of these times, he'll get a touchdown.
No, that's where he
Impossible.
can't catch. I would imagine.
One of them.
I see 13 receptions on 14 targets. I assume one of those targets was in the end zone.
Yeah, he'll have
the one
The one he didn't catch because he's not allowed to catch them.
he'll have 187 receptions for 0 touchdowns. Hawkinson got into the end zone this week.
He did.
Okay, first touchdown since Thanksgiving of 2023 for Hawkinson. And Trey McBride got into the end zone. It was kind of a slower day for him, 5 for 43, but he got into the painted area, which was a challenge until the last week of the season, or never got it, right?
No, he did.
Oh, we finally got one at the end of last year?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll take a break, and then we'll talk some duds.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Look, Prize Picks is the best way to win cash this football season. Which players are going off? Which ones are not? Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your takes into cash all season long on Prize Picks. They also invented the Flex Play, which means you can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Prize Picks is the best place to win cash while watching sports. Join millions of users and sign up today. Download the app today and use code FOOTBALLERS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code FOOTBALLERS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
Foot Clan, the season, look, it's underway, Al. The season is underway. You got those rankings, those sleepers. You got the can't-miss picks. We've got it all laid out on the line. I don't know if you're ready for that, but the best fantasy team out there, we still need a backup because sometimes the starters, they don't show up. We know this. Wouldn't it be great if you could have the same peace of mind everywhere else? With Progressive, you get more than just a policy. You get a playbook full of coverage options that you can count on for your home and for your auto. Want to customize that protection? Not a problem. You can build your coverage just like you build your fantasy team, making sure that you have the right players in every position and back up when you need it the most. And when life throws an audible like a fumble in the driveway or a hailstorm at home, well, Progressive is there with 24/7 support. Don't get caught without a great backup. Visit Progressive.com to quote today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions. All right, it's not all good.
Pooped in his big boy pants.
Well,
Man.
I thought it'd be better. Jordan Love, 18 for 25, 183 and 1. He only attempted one pass over 10 yards down the field. He took 5 sacks. The Cleveland defense.
It is a big, big problem for fantasy.
Joe Burrow was shut down by Cleveland. Jordan Love, shut down.
Well, hold on, you got Burrow and Chase Brown.
Yeah, I mean, the Cleveland defense, this is a team that should have beat the Bengals in week 1, despite how bad their offense was, which was better than the Bengals week 1, did just shockingly beat the Packers, and looked good for a while against Baltimore.
And eventually it faded. But, yeah, I mean, the quarterbacks, I mean, Burrow was 8.5 points. Jordan Love was 12. So it is they're the number 1 defense in football, and you do have to pay attention to it. Hello, Dallas.
Yeah, I was going to say Jordan Love is going to be fine because he plays the Cowboys.
And the Dallas defense is so bad. How do you not expect Flacco to be able to put up points against Dallas? So
I would. Yeah.
So, disappointing week from Jordan Love. I thought it would be better, but I guess Cleveland's just that good right now. Dak, 2 picks, 1 touchdown, and ended up he got pulled from the game, and he wasn't happy about it.
No, and he's not going to be great for fantasy coming up here. I mean, Dak has looked good on the season. He's had a handful of interceptions that really, truly were not his fault. But without CeeDee Lamb...
Yeah, which the injury was right away for the people who didn't realize when Lamb got hurt.
Right, yeah. Lamb got a carry early in the game and then was out. He did not do us the favor of George Kittle and getting a touchdown in a great game before going out.
It's very selfish.
Very selfish. But, yeah, Dak is... he's my quarterback in a handful of leagues because I've been playing that stack.
Was,
yeah. I'm going to be... I mean, I'm not just dropping him because I don't know who I'm going to get off of waivers, but I will be on the waiver wire.
If you had to go Kyler or Dak.
No more questions right now.
All right.
I don't know the Cardinals matchup next week.
Well, we know Dak is versus
Cleveland.
Yeah.
Then
Kyler. Mahomes, disappointing week fantasy-wise again. Doesn't really have anybody but Tyquan Thornton right now is what it feels like.
Wait, Dak's playing Green Bay next week. Not Cleveland.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Still Kyler.
That's right. Yep. Sorry about that. Patrick Mahomes, Bo Nix.
Bo Nix just missed. And look, I mean, you end up here, but you can go glass half full of Bo Nix just barely missed 3 gigantic plays. I think 2 of them would have been
good at barely missing plays.
Yeah,
though. That has been one of his things.
I mean, 2 of them. I think 2 of them were going to be touchdowns to Marvin Mims, if I'm remembering right, and then he barely missed Sutton.
I don't know how to feel about Bo Nix.
I don't.
I think I'm very
not sure either.
middle ground on him. I think we all knew the schedule was going to be difficult. We knew that you have the risk of what C.J. Stroud and other stud rookies have faced historically, and he's been okay.
Yeah, he's had some bad and he's had some good. The matchup.
No interceptions this week, but
the matchup was not easy. Next week against Cincinnati, it should be much easier.
2 games under 200 yards, and the other one was 206, so the yardage is not there. On pace for 3,000 yards passing. That's been the big issue with fantasy production.
Bengals at home this week. I have Bo Nix. I will be playing him in that matchup. Next week, or week 5, is on the road against Philly. Probably want to find another option there. But then you get Jets, Giants, Dallas, Houston. So, I mean, you get a pretty good run here for Bo. But he's probably going to be someone you want to matchup play.
Fantasy twins, Kyler Murray, Trevor Lawrence, disappointing weeks because that's what they do. Kyler, I mean, what do you even do with Kyler? He hasn't finished in the top 15.
Yeah, and I mean, he doesn't have any wide receivers to throw the ball to. So it's very, very difficult.
That's not a lie.
No, it's really, really
I mean,
not
he's got
a lie.
Zay Jones.
Yeah, Michael Wilson, Greg Dortch. He's got some options, but they're not, we're not talking like, first-round talents.
Mike's over there just deep breathing, trying to zen his way out of this pain.
It's so frustrating.
It's crazy because we were watching that game and it's like we're critical of the offensive system, but then
because it stinks.
But when they took several shots down the field, I mean, he just blew them. I mean, they're wide open play, end zone. I mean, he threw a deep ball into the end zone.
Yep.
It was right in Marvin's hands. He should have better numbers, but he doesn't have a good wide receiver. C.J. Stroud, he doesn't play football well.
That whole offense is broken.
I mean, they're 0-3, right?
Broken. Yeah, they are 0-3.
They should be able to beat Tennessee next week, but then they have to play. Then they have to go on the road against Baltimore and Seattle. You're staring, and then San Francisco and Denver. Like you're staring down a.
I'm really curious.
1-7 start, maybe.
I'm curious what that Tennessee Texans line is going to be.
Well, it's at home.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm going to guess that they're going to be like 6.5 point favorites. We probably have it already.
They do have a great defense.
Probably have it already. Maybe even more than that. Kyle, do you have a line? It's 7 right now.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Chase Brown. We got to talk about Chase Brown. This has been insane because yes, you've had the injury to Burrow, but this is the first week with Jake Browning. But Chase Brown has the fewest rushing yards through 3 games of any running back in history with 45 or more carries. Like Chase Brown has not got it done regardless of the circumstances. Like you would think you'd see more plays that counterbalanced how bad the line's been or something like that.
According to Next Gen Stats, he has negative 54 yards before contact on the season.
That is a big problem.
Yeah, and it's not going away.
Correct.
Which is,
that's not going to get fixed with a quarterback that doesn't threaten you.
With Browning there, so we were curious. What we thought we were curious about was like, will he target Chase Brown? The answer, yes. 5 targets.
5.
Great. Caught 4 of them. It's all irrelevant if your offense can't move the ball, can't score, if you're for each one of those targets going to get a yard or 2 or -5 or whatever it is. Like, he's not going to accumulate yards and he's not going to get touchdowns. Now, we got to pump the brakes a little bit because this was the Minnesota Vikings defense, which is
at Denver,
very good defense.
Versus Detroit, at Green Bay, versus Pittsburgh, versus New York. I looked at this morning.
Okay, so the Minnesota Vikings, one of the better defenses.
Yeah, Denver.
Then Denver,
then
in
Detroit.
Denver, then Detroit, then the Packers.
2 of those on the road. Then the Pittsburgh Steelers, who shut it down this weekend, and then the Jets. But then Chicago. But then Pittsburgh.
I mean, you
might want to get out.
I would try to trade him away. Someone's going to still bank on the volume.
Man.
And it's worth noting on the volume side, this is a player that he's been 75%, 71% of snaps. This week, the first week we've seen him, it was a bad 55%.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, which is usually a decent number for a running back. It's still a decent number. But what was so great about Chase Brown is that he was getting the those Kyron, Christian McCaffrey type of workload opportunity shares.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of the snaps. I think Pirine got banged up in the game. Yeah, he injured his thumb.
I think he also had a fumble.
And then a fumble.
Did I say thumble?
No,
but
no.
It was,
because of the thumb.
Yeah.
My bad.
No,
quick
swish.
and clever.
So I don't know that I make anything of that. Perhaps you're at the point of the season where you want to put Taj Brooks on your bench. JIC.
Oh, he's already on my dynasty team, Mike. Don't worry about it.
I don't understand
my
the
dynasty
argument.
team is loaded.
About to ascend to the heavens.
I don't understand the argument. You're saying Pirine got injured?
Yeah.
And that made Chase Brown play fewer snaps?
No. I'm saying like of just what happened overall in the game.
P. Ryan was getting snaps, but now he's been hurt, so maybe that helps Chase Brown.
Got it, in the future.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley, a down week for him. Ashton Genty, 17 for 63, 0 targets is concerning.
That's maddening.
He was hit at or behind the line of scrimmage on 11 of 17 rushes.
And people, he looks good. He looks
really
good.
I'm still trading for Genty.
Okay.
I'm active. Like if somebody's burnt out from the first round pick, that's a player. Like I'm going after my number 1 targets this week, or number 1 or 2 targets. I'm going after Genty and I'm going after Brian Thomas Jr. That's what I'm doing this week. That's I've already put it in my calendar. It's already been in my calendar.
That Brian Thomas Jr. had that big play.
I mean, it's still nobody's happy with him this week.
That's true. He only had 2 receptions.
Yeah, he's like he finished wide receiver 40. So I'm very happy that he had no other big plays and that he's like something's off right now, Shane Waldron. And but I'm still targeting those 2 players.
Can you imagine how
week.
good Brian Thomas Jr. is going to be next year when Shane Waldron leaves? Because Shane Waldron left and JSN went ham. Shane Waldron left and Roma Dunze went ham.
Yeah.
How do teams not see this? It's ridiculous.
Well, there's been a couple guys like that, right? I mean,
yes. Coaches get jobs continuously.
Who was the
when
Jets head coach that number 2?
Oh, Adam Gase.
Adam Gase, Matt Nagy, who's hiding behind Andy Reid.
At least it's easier to hide there. I'm sorry, Andy. I couldn't help myself. I was like, I shouldn't say it. But, it was a big joke. So.
All right, we won't hit any buttons.
All right.
Chuba Hubbard, 17 for 73. I don't think that's a dud.
No, that's fine.
No, that's fine.
Like him and Javonte were kind of twinsies.
Javonte was really, really good, but had one of the worst, most embarrassing plays.
Give me that.
Give me that.
That's what it was.
It was
he just ran up to him and took the ball.
I don't remember ever seeing that before.
Give me that.
Javonte, first of all, was on the middle
I'm gonna eat the whole thing
of a really good run. He's near the sideline. The defender comes up, and instead of tackling him, he just he just takes the ball.
Give me that.
I don't like Javonte or Chuba being in here. They were fine.
Yeah.
Brees, though, 9 for 21 on the ground, 4 for 31 through the air. That was disappointing. They couldn't get it going on the ground at all against Tampa, which is not too surprising. But Nick Chubb, gross. The offense is gross.
There was more Woody Marks.
Yeah, you've been talking about it. You got to pay attention.
He was brought up on Wednesday's show last week of not someone to play, but we've gone from 11 to 27 to 48% of the snaps. Only 8 opportunities, but step 1 is get on the field.
If a meaningful fantasy contributor is being at the top of the stairs, Chubb can get up 4 steps.
Yeah, right.
For your team.
Okay.
And maybe you're cool with that, but you need a player that can climb a few more steps.
Yeah, because Chubb feels like he's going up the stairs on his hands and feet. Like one
on quad?
Yeah, quad.
Some quad aerobics or something?
Is that how you
Woody
would
Marks,
do it if you're having a hard time?
Woody Marks, you're hoping could do like the
might be a
normal
boat.
skip a step.
Might be a boat.
Could be.
DeAndre Swift, 13 for 33, 3 for 45 through the air. Still going to contribute, but not always.
They certainly haven't moved away from him yet. And that's the best we can say for DeAndre Swift.
Isaiah Pacheco turned the wrong way and ran the wrong way on a screen pass that turned into a fumble for the Chiefs. He's 10 for 45 in this game.
He's from
Kareem Hunt is a better play on a weekly basis than Pacheco.
I felt so bad for Pacheco because he's from that area, and he was talking about he had like 50 seats bought.
No.
And all
Was he
his
trying to
friends
run
in
to them?
attendance. And it was just like they clearly, I mean, Kareem Hunt was the better player, used more.
Goal
it was
line.
just like, and didn't screw up and cause a fumble that Mahomes went and rescued.
Speaking of screwing up, I'm sorry, Jason.
What'd I do?
Where's the like clown music? Do we have the clown music from when the Cardinals off season? Do we have that music somewhere, Al? Because Ramondre Stevenson, after a dominant week, 2 fumbles. Yeah, that's that. Well, 1 fumble and then 1 goal line fumble.
Yeah.
A little extra special on the way across the goal line.
Yeah.
Antonio Gibson, by the way, came in and fumbled.
Yeah. The time is now, New England.
Pittsburgh barely won that game. Barely won against the Patriots when the Patriots fumbled it 4 times.
Yeah, was Drake May fumbled another one?
Yeah.
Or somebody else did. I mean, Ramondre was – honestly, they wanted really badly to use Ramondre a bunch in this game. and they couldn't do it. Like, literally, he took himself off the field. Ramondre should have been 4 for 19 and a touchdown. But he, I mean, who knows what – I really worry. We were talking before the show about it, and there's going to be different opinions, and you could decide that Trayvion's a buy right now, and that's fine. You can go in on that, the talent. The problem is that Mike Vrabel is an old-school coach. I don't think that the physical between the tackles running of Travion Henderson has impressed anybody so far. He was 2.5 a carry this week. He got 14 opportunities, 11 on the ground. The week before, didn't do anything on the ground. I think that they're going to give Ramondre more opportunities to be out there, and I don't think they're going to take that away because, you know, Travion has struggled with the penalties in the pass protection, which he got blown up again this week. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly where that New England offense is going to go, and I'm open to opinion.
I still am up. While he has not been good between the tackles, he is electric in the receiving game. He has juice that this team looks like they really need. And while he was a great collegiate pass protector in the NFL, he has to say he's struggled is an understatement. He has been a liability on pretty much every opportunity. However, we look like I brought this up. I think I brought it up on air in the offseason, but like Pro Football Focus, last year's data on pass protectors, like the worst pass protectors in the league were some of the best fantasy football options because they pass protect by leaking out, by being the dump off. And that's what they need to get to with Travion because the offense needs him in the receiving game. And that's his best way to protect Drake May, is not to stand there and try to be this undersized back dealing with, crazy big NFL players coming at him, but just get right over the line and say, oh, you want to rush my quarterback, you're going to get the ball dumped right over your head to an electric player. So I do think that that's coming. I'm not by any means out on Travion. And Ramondre, while you could say they want to get him the ball, it's not like this is a brand new problem for him fumbling or Gibson. They've both struggled with fumbles. And so this isn't good. This isn't good for Ramondre to go and cost them the game. And I do think it means a few more opportunities going to their drafted player in Travion coming up soon. But yeah, I mean, we don't know yet. You got to call your shots.
RJ Harvey.
At least it was not a Bidet. Bidet was kind of phased out of the offense.
RJ Harvey, 2 rushing attempts, 3 catches.
Yeah.
Not startable right now.
Nope.
Wide receivers, we all saw in primetime Malik Neighbors and Wan'Dale Robinson sink back into the pit of Russell Wilson. And that was a bummer. And also Jamar Chase.
With their tackle back, when is Jackson Dart? When does it happen?
What's the record? 0-3? So soon?
Let's look at this.
I've got the game
here.
at New Orleans after next week.
Okay. So
one more Russell Wilson against the Chargers, Jackson Dart against New Orleans.
Oof.
Because Russ, to be clear, Russ is going to look horrible against the Chargers this week. Although me saying that may make him throw for 500 yards because we have some weird relationship with Russell Wilson on the show. I don't know if it's the unlimited drop. I don't know if it's like a switch, and every time we hit it, he switches from good to bad, and we don't know that's happening.
Okay.
And so, we're not keeping track. Like, you did an unlimited diarrhea today.
I'll do another one.
That gets him back to bad.
Okay.
I think it's actually it's only when we make official declarations. Like, we say Russ sucks all the time, and he continues to suck. But in our history, when we have gone out of the way to make an official segmented Russ sucks this week, so back in the day, we used to have this segment that was
it was like a sits of the
week.
week.
It was like a
type
sits
of
the
thing,
week.
Yeah.
Oh,
and we had this stretch of games. It was unbelievable. I think, Mike, you were first, and you made him your sit of the week, and then he crushed.
Mm-hmm.
The next week, he had a tough matchup, and Andy comes and he says, I'm going to show you how it's done. Russ is going to sit this week, and then he did a great job. Yeah. And then the third week, I was like, boys, you don't know how to do it. Let me show you how to bench Russ. And then he went off. As soon as we stopped doing that, he has sucked from that moment till all of a sudden, Mike, on Friday, you're like, I'm taking the
less
on his yardage because he sucks, and then he goes off.
Yeah.
So,
well, let's just not say anything official then. But it's going to be a rough week.
Also,
unofficially.
After that New Orleans game that you think Jackson Dart might start?
Yeah, Philly is twice in 4 weeks or something.
Philly, Denver, Philly. So maybe week 9 for Dart.
I don't know if you could have painted a more negative picture for the first 3 weeks for the Cincinnati Bengals. You lose Joe Burrow. Chase Brown, unmitigated ADP disaster.
Yeah.
T. Higgins, invisible. 1 catch this week.
Only 2 targets.
And then Jamar Chase, 5 for 50, which is not enough. Not even close.
Where did the ball go?
It went on
Ground?
the ground. I mean,
Opponent's arms?
No joke.
He threw it 27 times.
Yeah,
Who
but
was
a
he
lot of it
throwing
was
at?
to the opponent. A ton. Minnesota's Isaiah Rodgers is the answer to that question.
The offensive line, when Joe Burrow was there, we knew like this is a problem for Joe Burrow, which is part of why Joe Burrow got hurt. Jake Browning is clearly many tiers below Joe Burrow, but he has that exact same offensive line that cannot protect anyone. And when you go, he'll have matchups this year that will be fine, but they're far off. I mean, the defensive line for Denver coming up and for the Lions and for the Packers, they can't.
We knew that 0-4 for the next 4 games was coming.
They don't have the personnel to be able to protect him. And so when you can't be protected, you might have a game with 16 targets to Jamar Chase, but they're all going to be screens. They are, because there's just no way that you can get him the ball.
So you just keep playing Jamar.
I mean,
Jamar, you do.
Yeah,
T. Higgins,
probably.
you don't. He's on pace for 589 yards on the year.
Or you try to trade Jamar away for, I mean, it always feels like
it's at a discount now.
it's going to backfire to ever recommend that. But goodness.
I don't know if you can get it done right now with how negative things are and the fact that Joe Burrow's gone. I mean, because the players that you'd want to get back, no one's giving you JSN for Chase right now.
Oh, no. That ship is gone.
I don't know what you do. I think you just hold on. Like Chase, like you said, the targets will be there for Chase. They're not going to be there necessarily for Higgins. So that's it's rough. And then Ladd McConkey, we already talked about him. Drake London, 5 for. He's got a Michael Penix Jr. problem.
Dude.
I mentioned it last week. I was really worried about it, dude. I was really worried about that offense and the pass catchers.
So
you didn't say you were goose egg to 30. Carolina
getting shut out by the Panthers 30-0.
I mean,
30-0.
The passing was, the worry was, are they going to be a team that does not pass the ball a lot? Because we saw, the week prior, only 21 passing attempts. Michael Penix had plenty of passing attempts in this game against a not good defense, and he looked
early in the game. We were like
darn near incompetent.
We were like, I was like, dude, all he does is throw to the flat. He just like looks downfield for a split second, throws to the flat. Eventually, he threw it to the flat, and a defender was there.
The defender's like, oh, I know where this is going. It's going to the flat.
It looks like a problem.
4.8 yards per attempt. That is pathetic.
And he threw the ball 36 times, which is a good amount of attempts. Keep in mind, he only played 77% of that game before Kirk Cousins came in.
36 attempts in 77% of the game, and Pitts and London are on the bus list.
Yeah.
As are Brian Thomas Jr. and Travis Hunter together. It's been really bad. Brian Thomas Jr.'s catch rate is 28% through 3 weeks. That's the lowest of any wide receiver to see 25-plus targets through 3 weeks.
And I mean,
in the last 25 years.
Travis Hunter's unplayable right now.
Yeah, he's almost to the point where you're like, oh, I'm just going to cut him.
Yeah.
I mean, I have him, and I'm like, I don't know if he's worth a roster spot. He's a sexy name, and that's your reason to hold him, because if you have a sexy name, that's a rookie combined with one good game, boo!
Yeah,
that's when you can make a trade.
I'm not cutting Hunter because it can improve, but you can't play him right now.
No, you can't.
He played quite a few snaps on defense, was targeted more on defense than he was on offense. Gave up more yards than he accumulated on offense. It was not a good day for Travis Hunter.
Marvin Harrison, 3 for 44. We talked about it. I mean, he's a player that it's a big name. If you're in the trade market, do you believe it gets better? Do you believe he's startable? Last year, he had good games, but it wasn't like his consistency level.
He had a good game this year.
All right, so he's at 41%. We have enough games of Marvin Harrison Jr. Right now, he is 41% of the time over 10.5 points. That's a C in consistency. So Marvin right now, it's just been rough. Seattle, Tennessee, Indianapolis coming up. He's not a guarantee must start. There are players that were lower drafted that are playing really, really good football right now that you could make the decision to put in over him.
Yeah.
Mike, you benched him this week.
I sure did.
And how'd it feel?
Oh, man, it felt so good.
You didn't care. enough when you were watching all this bad stuff because you had like
you would
a
have been
shield.
so much.
You had like this mental shield of like, I kind of want him to not be good because
You did.
it proves my decision making.
Who'd you play over him?
Jalen Warren.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Who I got Jalen Warren didn't. He probably didn't show up in the studs, but goodness, he was great this week, and his utilization is just it is a very
His
strong
workhorse.
point. Yes,
Tet McMillan, 3
That's
for
all right.
48,
Ted
8 targets
McMillan
though.
is so good.
he's very
Debo
good.
Samuel, just 3 targets.
Ted's got that dog in him.
Yes.
Debo just 2 for 11 with Mariota, 3 for 18 rushing. Not too worried about him. He may have bigger opportunities if you want to buy low
He might.
with Jaden Daniels coming back and maybe a prolonged absence by McLaurin. Calvin Ridley has been awful, as has Cam Ward.
Yeah, I think that's the real issue. I
I
mean,
mean Iomanner's been good.
Iomanner's got a touchdown in the last 2 games, and that is very good for fantasy. But Cam Ward, he is struggling right now. His throwing motion is weird.
It's new.
And it's
Is that a generous way to put it?
It's
Yeah.
tough, and he's got the Houston defense coming up in Houston. I'm not chasing those receivers just because.
No.
know.
But are you cutting Ridley? It's a big name to cut, but he's
Wow.
probably worth cutting. We'll talk about it on Waiver Show tomorrow.
He's probably expendable.
Brock Bowers, Tucker Kraft, Tyler Warren, Travis Kelce, Kyle Pitts. 5 players that have been pretty good contributors to your fantasy team, all in the duds list this week. Bowers did very little. Kraft, the problem with Kraft playing, and when I heard that he was going to play, it was like there were so many people that were like, would you play Kraft or Ferguson? It's like now you feel like after Kraft's breakout, you got to put him back into your lineup.
Yeah.
But you knew that he was probably going to be a little bit limited, and it was Cleveland. So I feel like people got trapped with Kraft this week. Tyler Warren, though, 3 for 38. Their defense.
Tucker Kraft plays Dallas next week, though. So
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you don't
we'll
play.
be back.
You'll play all these guys again,
Yep.
right? I mean, Zach Ertz didn't have Daniels.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Kelsey, though, 4 for 26.
Zach Ertz's utilization was also strange
They were,
of just how much he was actually on the field.
like, early? Because, I mean, they blew the barn doors off of the Raiders. I mean,
Yeah.
they were up by 1,000,000 points.
It still was a little strange.
Any concern other than Kelsey? I mean, Kelsey seems like
Kelsey.
you need him so bad right now, and he doesn't have it.
Yeah, he doesn't have it. And honestly, we talked about how for years Kelsey was the guy working his way back. Kelsey's got just the dog of dogs in him. And Kelsey's starting to look just
Like he's
kind of like a baby.
almost 36 years old.
Well, sure, but I feel like he's kind of whiny. You see him
with the argument with Reed.
throwing his hands and
And you're
just
always
kinda
in the Super
pouting
Bowl, and you're always winning all your games, and
Yeah.
you're dating a
Superstar.
superstar.
Yeah.
2 updates for the injury front before we close this out, by the way. Low-grade hamstring injury for Mike Evans, still likely to miss time. Dislocation of the shoulder for Tyrone Tracy, going to miss time.
All right.
That was Studs and Duds presented by Lowe's. Lowe's knows Sundays are for NFL football. Earn your Sunday with Lowe's, official partner of the NFL.
Now
Did you have a thought, Jay?
Yeah, we've got quite the game tonight that a lot of
Yes.
people they have their vested rooting interests, whatever they need or need to not happen. And
Are you trying to recruit people to your
of course I'm
rooting
trying.
interests?
Of course I'm trying. I lost CeeDee Lamb. I got a goose. I am heads up, and I need the people to root with me. I need Mark Andrews to do something. Please catch a touchdown. Mark Andrews and David Montgomery need to outscore Jahmyr Gibbs.
I got a fun question for
Not
you.
likely, but possible.
If you could go back in time and play Njoku and get his 6.5 fantasy points,
No way.
or have Mark Andrews live tonight, you'd rather have
it was
Andrews
actually
live?
yeah, I would. It was actually Zach Ertz who I had in the lineup, who I pivoted to Mark Andrews. So I'm pretty happy that Zach Ertz ended up with
Mark Andrews so far 1 point and 0.9.
Yeah, no, I agree, but
he's due,
well,
right?
I mean,
He is due for a touchdown, but you are touchdown or bust tonight with Monty and Andrews.
Yeah, I
It's
think
like
if I get 5 points from Andrews or fewer, I don't have a chance to win this game. I need a touchdown. I need 9 points from Andrews.
I can tell you from experience, going into Monday night, needing a bit of a miracle, and on the opposing side is Jahmyr Gibbs.
It's not fun, is it?
It is not fun.
Dang.
It is not fun at all.
He's so fast.
Baltimore, Detroit tonight. Enjoy the game. We'll be back with our waiver wire episode tomorrow. Take care, everybody.
Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Fantasy Footballers Podcast. Join our fantasy football community on jointhefoot.com and follow us on Twitter @TheFFBallers.